I am Maria Simlink, and I have actually grown up in Trinity. I've been attending there since third grade, and my husband as well has gone there, and I'm married to Tyler Simlink, and we have attended Trinity together since we've been married, and we have 3 kids, Hazel, Griffin, and Nora, and we actually just recently switched to the Hotspurs campus, so shout out to them. We've been enjoying, getting to know people there and just being in fellowship with people in Hotspurs. So we had a very crazy week in our family. We found out on Saturday, actually, that my dad had tested positive for COVID-19. After being sick for the week and he had been staying home, I ended up taking him to the ER on Friday. Just because we didn't really know what else to do. He was really weak. We were out of ideas. My stepmom was taking good care of him at home, but decided he needed to go to the ER on Friday. And then they did admit him to the hospital then in Orange City on Friday night and tested him for COVID-19, and we got those results back on Saturday that he had tested positive for that. So because my stepmom and I had direct contact with him, and also my children had direct contact with him and were in his house that week. We have been in isolation since then. We just wanted to be as safe as we could and protect other people. We've always known we live in the best community ever, but it has been amazing to see the support and the outreach from people, even people that we don't really know very well. I mean, we know they're in the community, but we are not close to them. The church has definitely stepped up, made us feel very supported. Living in a Dutch community, you never go hungry when something's going on in your family. There have been so many people offering food, just dropping it off. Some things we don't even know who they came from. But even more than that is just the support of prayer. And we were actually told when we talked to the Department of Health or whatever, they contact you. And so Judy and I had both talked to them, and we were kind of told to stay off social media, and things could get messy. You guys didn't do anything wrong. There's no blame to pass. But just stay off social media was kind of the recommendation. And Judy and I both knew that, that didn't cross our minds that people would blame or think my dad had done anything wrong. We just know that this community would be supportive, and we both agreed that there would be more support and prayer just by letting people know. And we felt strongly, I had talked to my brother too, and he felt strongly about if you put a face to this, people will take it a little more seriously. Which is partly why we did decide to put something on social media, but the prayer and the support have been amazing. Well, the obvious would be to pray for healing for my dad. He is still very, very weak. The doctors tell us he's stable, but he's not sleeping very well, and I think that's contributing to the weakness, but also his body clearly is fighting something. So those are kind of his specific prayer requests, that he would just get some strength back. Definitely pray for peace of mind for him and Judy as they can't be together. Nobody can visit. Obviously, that's a safer thing to do, but it does make it harder, and Judy's alone in isolation. So, and then another thing you could pray for is just peace of mind for his loved ones, and my siblings and I specifically. We lost our mom in 2006. I don't know how many years ago that was, but we prayed and we believed that God would heal her on this earth, and that didn't happen. And we know that God is good and his plan is better than ours, but to have that kind of in the back of your mind, and to have gone through that before, we want to pray boldly. We want to trust God will heal him. There's a lot coming up from the past too, that we just need peace of mind for ourselves, and to just be able to trust that God will take care of him. my dad hadn't been traveling. He didn't have the exact symptoms like we still kind of had in our head, that this wasn't going to be COVID-19. And just to kind of get that out of people's heads and know that even if you don't think it's you, it could be you. And nobody would want to intentionally pass this to anybody. So it just makes more sense, I think. And yeah, it just is a precaution for other people. Like, there are a lot of people who think I would be able to fight this off, and I hope that is true, and I hope that is the case. But to love others, stay home and don't take the risk of passing it to someone if you don't have to. There are so many ways to find, so many ways to still show love to people and show that you're caring about them. And yeah, we've had people drop things off and, send a cookie decorating kit for our kids, just something fun to do. But my stepmom too, we had people surround her with love. They decorated our sidewalk with sidewalk chalk, and some friends put like some posters and signs and decorations on the tennis court who are kind of backyard neighbors with her. And there's so many ways you can stay away from people and still show love and show that you're thinking of them and spread joy to them. And even if you don't want to use technology, just finding ways to bring joy to people during this time is really important.